Hi, I want to show you on how to create um, a chart just like this, a stock candle chart just like this. Now, if you notice that once I make changes of the year, I will have to use this zoom button to increase the size over the period of that time. Now, this is the difference, and if you move further, you will see this is like a stock candle chart, just like the way you do see it on those um, technical charts. So, a quick walkthrough. I want to show you on how to do this. So, first of all, what we're going to do is that I will show you on how to get the data. You can come directly to the market watch, and or you can come to WSG market. So any of these websites you can come to download the data. Now why I'm recommending you coming down here to download the data is because they have all we needed to create the chart, the data, which is the open, high, low, and close. So, okay, this is what we're going to look forward to creating something like this. And I'm going to do this step by step on how to create this. So, let's go back to Tableau. Since you have downloaded your data, I you have since you've downloaded your data from the website I recommended you to download from. So let's go down to Tableau and see how we can get this done. And I we assure you it's gonna look almost exactly like what you're seeing here, but gonna look almost exactly what we've seen here. You can therefore reformat your Tableau table so that it might look something like this. So let's go back to Tableau. So I'm going to open a new sheet. I've downloaded the data and I've brought the data down here to Tableau. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to move up the date. This is the date to the column. Now you we make sure that this is on continuous, is set to be continuous, and you also set your date to be in days. We are having a lot of years on the data, so we're gonna bring this into filter and put it into just a year. I can just pick up 219 and then okay. Then I also need to put it just to a particular month. I will do the same thing. Uh, I'll do the same thing. Then I pick up 1 month from the data. All I'm gonna do here is I want to show the month so that I can filter through the months once I'm done. So the next thing we're gonna do is that I'm gonna bring in the open price to the row. Now look at this, it's showing a line graph, a line chart. So I will change this into um, a Gantt bar. So this is showing a Gantt bar. So we're working on the open price, which is this. We are working on the open and the close. First of all, we start from the open, which is what I've shown you, and we ended up with close. Since I've added the close, I want to add the close into the details. Now you can see we have open and close on the two tip. So going back there, and we want to raise the chart to have this rectangular shape. We want to make it have a rectangular shape. So I'm going to go back there and write a code or a calculated field and say close, sum of close. Let's make it sum of close minus sum of open. So I can call this close minus open. I already have a close and open first there, so I'm gonna add 2 to it. So once I'm done with it, I will click OK, and this comes up here. What I'm doing here, I'll bring it into size. I've brought it into size. If you notice, there is the size has changed between both of them. So um, now the next thing we're gonna work on the low and high. Now you should note that whenever we're looking at the low, that means how long the lowest it has gone beyond the opening price, and the highest it has gone below the closing price. So that's what when the chart is moving, it's increasing, or the trade is increasing, there should be a closing price at the end of the day, and there should be an how high it has went during the day. So that's what we're targeting. So now I'm gonna bring in the next chart, which is the eye into the row. So bringing it into the row, I will come up here and remove whatever I have underneath here, and also bring in the low into the details. Now, if you notice, we have both high, low, high into the two tip. So next I'm going to do is that I'm going to write another calculated field that will also bring the low and the high into this chart. So we open up a calculated field now. I call this low minus open 2. So what next is that I'm going to say sum of low minus sum of high. Then we have that done. So I'm still going to also bring it into the size. In this time, since we have both of them that have been here, together here, so I will make this dual axis, bringing them both together. And 2, I'm also going to make this I'm also going to remove 0 from the value, so this can show properly. So this is what we got. This is what we got after removing 0. That's not done yet. If you look at this, between this value and this other value, open price value and the high value, they are different. So I'm going to synchronize both of them so they still look the same, and still go back to edit and remove 0. So once I'm done with that, I've removed 0 from both of them. The next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to make reduce the size of this eye, so that we have that candle comes out from it. So that's done with it. You can see it. We've started seeing the low and the high. So the next thing I'm going to do is that uh, I'm going to walk through making this making the candlestick stay behind the main rectangular shape. So you're going to move this back. You can see it has moved to the back. So I want to click on now. We need to create both the bullish and the bearish candle. So we quickly know which one is the bearish and which one is the bullish. So I'm gonna go back there and also use let's call this bull and bear. So from the value we have from open close to, you can still bring it down here and set greater than 0. Now if it's greater than 0, let it give us a bear. Yeah, let it give us a bullish chart. But if it's less than 0, let it be a bear chart. So done with that, I'm going to pull this into the color. Now if you notice the color has changed, so I'm going to go back, click on the color and change their color so they look like the bearish. This is false. Then you make the false red and make the true green. So I'm gonna say okay with this. Now we have our bearish and the bullish chart. This looks nice and this look okay. Now I told you we're gonna make it look like this, just like what I also have here. Now if you look also into this my chart, you can move it forward and it still shows the chart. So I'm still gonna make this, we're still gonna walk through on how to make it look this way. So I will go back to where the previous sheet where we're working on. Okay, here I am again on this sheet. So we have to format this and turn this black. Now we have the black, so we can go ahead to click on this, remove the border. Now if you notice there is no scroll bar here, and this is what we got. There is no scroll bar here, but and our date is set to be continuous, and we also have, I want to also show the months, so we can switch between years. Sorry, I want to show the year so we can switch between years. So I will go back to the date and make this discrete, and I'm gonna pick the entire month for this. If you notice, this has changed to the same we have in other sheets. We have to right click on this and show view toolbar. Now after showing view toolbar, I'm gonna pick up the zoom so I can zoom on that particular region. You can see as I've zoomed towards a particular region, it's popping out it properly and zooming it out. So I can therefore move my mouse, and this is a candle chart. Just like when you're using those stock market, you have to use your zoom to zoom it out so that they comes up.